We are back. It is Prem team of the season and we're gonna rate some more teams. I've seen so many good pulls in my Discord, so let's see what you guys got for me. And this is the first team. He even went out of his way, downloaded Discord because he did not have Discord, to join my Discord in order to send this picture in. If you put so much effort in it, then of course I have to include you in this video. Let's check out your team. One of the first times ever I see someone with 3 at the back. And looking at the players, you either play 3 at the back or potentially 5 at the back. I don't know. I don't know how you play in game, but the first thing that I notice is that Ginola. What's up with everyone having him out of nowhere? I see him so often against me, and you have him as well. That's insane. Let me know, is he worth his price? But if we then look further, then your 3 attackers are all not that agile, not that fast. I kind of feel like you play down the wing and you have 3 strikers just waiting there for the ball. Like, yeah, you gonna cross it?
The fuck is you looking at?
Okay, I'll head it in. That's kind of how this looks. I'm very interested in how you play in game, looking at these players. I know Kane is very good, especially on next gen. De Jong actually looks very similar to him, so I can imagine that he is good as well. Smolarek, I feel like is getting outdated, so you might want to try and get him out. And maybe even for someone who has a little bit more agility, a little faster, to balance out the team a bit more. And then you have Saka. Well, not the team of the season one, but maybe you will still get him this week. Veerman to fit De Jong in. But Veerman in general looks all right, actually. He looks quite decent for someone who's just fodder. Keane, obviously very good. And then your defense, 3 at the back. Geertruida, he's so good in game, and you have him on 2 chemistry, that should be fine. And then 2 other center backs, I'm like, I feel like they're getting outdated, or they maybe are outdated already. And then Pujol, out of everyone, you don't even have a shadow on him. He's most likely the strongest out of all of them, so you don't need that anchor to boost his strength. Put a shadow on him, make him a little bit faster if you play him. Like, I respect you playing him. Pujol was sick in real life, and in game, sadly, of course, he's quite slow, so he's not that meta. But he's still good in game if you don't go full meta, I would say. I still do like him. He always stands in the right position and he can intercept, and in that way he's a good center back. But I feel like you have to put a shadow on him. And then Casillas, I've heard good and bad stories about him. Of course, he's not the tallest goalie, but I've also heard very good things about him. So yeah, I respect that. Then if we go to your bench, oh, clean up. Get a wipe. Clean your desk. It's dirty. And that's probably because you sweat so much with your Mbappe, Diaby, and Bill. And that's all. That's probably why. Nah, but I understand those super subs, to be fair. Like, everyone has them, first of all. And with your players that are not agile at all, it's nice to have those as super subs, I would say. But in general, it's an original team. It's a very creative team in that way. You actually never play against these players. Of course, Kane you see now quite often. Keane you still see quite a lot. Ginola, very good. And apparently a lot of people have him. But besides that, it's a very nice team. I don't really know how you play in game, but if I have to give this a rating, then I think I will go for, I would say, 7.5 out of 10. There are some fun players in it. There are also some players that could be upgraded. And I don't know what formation you play, but that's more on me than on you. I would say 7.5 out of 10. And then we go to the next team. And what I really like is that I got the link of his ultimate team, which means we can click through his subs and everything, and we can really see what he has. Can even check if players are tradable, untradeable. Can even check all of that out. If we check here, Okocha, untradeable. Pele, untradeable. So it's very nice that we can check that out, right? So in case you want to join this, and you can send me a link like this, that makes it much easier for me to check it out as well. But in the end, a picture is fine as well. But if we look at this team, I see 2 red picks, which means you already played FUT champs. And you got very lucky with your red picks. Son and Saka, that's so sick to get. My red picks were horrible, sadly. But yeah, Saka, very, very good card. And Son,
Top spur? What's that?
I played with his loan card for a little bit because of the Premier League Cup. And well, I didn't have enough players, so I had 35 games on him. Why not try him out? And he was actually amazing. He is so good. So the fact that you got both of them is insane. I do feel like you kind of want him on full cam, right? It's arguably next to Pele, your best player of your team. So you kind of want him on full cam. So what you could try is, I think you need one more Premier League player. So you could try to get maybe one more in. I feel like Rice is decent, but Casemiro, in my opinion, is better, but then you cannot fit him in. Because the problem with Casemiro is he can only play CDM, and Rabiot cannot play CDM either, so you cannot fit him in even if you want to. But yeah, Rice is alright. He's decent. But yeah, your attack very good with your red picks. Okocha still good, but maybe that you can change him. You also don't need him at all for chemistry, so maybe if you get like a Harry Kane or I don't know who, I don't know how many coins you have, I don't know what you have. Do you have any subs here? Not really. All decent subs, but nothing crazy. I wouldn't like to bring any of those in. Maybe Delafeu is maybe the only one that I would like to bring in, and maybe Atal in like a midfield. Besides that, I don't think they're great super subs. They're all not that fast to bring as a super sub. So I would kind of work on your super subs maybe. Don't have anything here. But yeah, maybe try to get... Kocha is good to be fair. So I don't know if you want to get him out, but that would be a possibility. But yeah, I say that, but I always struggle against Okocha. But then your main man, Pele, you packed him as well. Probably an icon pack, I would say. How many games did you play with him? 129 games, 127 goals. That's very good. That's so sick that you have him. Midfield, like I said, very decent with Rice. Feel like it could be better. And the same with Rabiot. Like, those two as your only two midfielders, I feel like you might miss a little bit of something. Because they're both decent, but they're not amazing. And if you then check the rest of your players, they are amazing. So I would focus with your next upgrades maybe on your midfield first. Then Capdevia, well, we said so many things about him. He's good. One of the better left backs in the game, even with team of the season now. It's just something about him that makes him that good. Bonucci is good, but I feel like he's a little bit overrated.
You're joking.
And that is mainly because of his low stamina. Of course, you cannot see that here. But he has kind of low stamina, and I noticed at the end of the game, because I have him on my road to Zlatan, that he gets tired. But in general, decent defender. I don't see him too much in my team though. There are other defenders that I noticed way more than him. Fofana, very good card. Zambrotta was very good, but I slowly start to notice now during team of the season that he might get a little bit outdated. And I don't know what it is. He's still good, but there are just better options with James, with Trippier. That those two alone are already, in my opinion, better than Zambrotta. While I usually always prefer icons, I'm really like an icon merchant, but I feel like he's getting a bit outdated. I don't have him in my team either anymore. And then Dudek, one of the best goalies in the game.
Whoa, nah, I never knew that.
I don't know what it is about him. I don't know why he's that cheap. But whenever I play against him, I struggle so much. So if I would have to rate this team, I really like that you got Son and Saka as your red picks. That really bumps it up because it just looks cool. Those kind of red picks, that looks amazing. I will have to give it, I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. Just because of your midfield maybe. Bonucci and Zambrotta. Those should be kind of your next upgrades. Yeah. 8 out of 10. Then we go to the third team. And what is it with you guys? Why is there another Ginola? Was he free at some point? Well, obviously, because you got him untradeable. Where can I sign up? How did you guys get him? And you have Prime Cruyff as well. How does your Cruyff do? 270 games, 226 goals. What about Ginola then? 214 games, 210 goals. Crazy. Every episode, this Jorginho comes back. Get rid of him. Get him out. The same with Warren, get him out. I even feel like Pogba is slowly getting outdated, even though he's still decent. I would say he's kind of similar to Rabiot. Again, the same with the previous team. The midfield, you have two decent center mids, but you miss something. I feel like you miss something on the midfield because you only have two kind of defensive midfielders. You want one to be maybe a little bit stronger or a little bit more defensive. But yeah, get a Warren out. What? So you play with a Warren while you have FUT birthday Kaka. Why? Bro, play Kaka. He is so good. Stop pace abusing with a Warren and play Kaka. Have fun. And honestly, that Anthony is, in my opinion, very good and very fun. Like, This Jorginho's just OP, right? So I don't think he's better than Jorginho. I'm just bored of Jorginho. But Kaka, come on, man. You gotta play him. Why do you have him as a sub? And then your defense looks so good. Team of the year, Hernandez. Also untradeable. Marquez. He is such a bully against me. Whenever I play against him, he is just so good. And then you pair him up with Araujo. Oh, come on. I know what you're doing here, right? I know you're trying to link Araujo to have him a little bit on chemistry. Let me see. You probably sub him out for Zinchenko, which, by the way, has 4-star weak foot. So I don't know if I would play him on the right side per se. I really like to really have a right-footed play on the right side there. But come on, man. You can better play Araujo on lower chemistry with his stats and play with a good player here. So fix that. Like, it just looks ugly. Like, you have such good players like a Ginola, Prime Cruyff. You have Marquez, Araujo, Theo Hernandez, and even a Van der Sar, which is also very nice. And then you just ruin it with him and 2 sweaty players. Nah, this ruins it for me, man. It was going so well. Even though you have Warren and Jorginho, it was going so well. The team looks so sick, and then you have him. It's a waste of a sub. The sub doesn't get any chemistry boost. So if you sub in Zinchenko, he has 91 pace. It's not worth it to have him on 2 chemistry rather than on 1 chemistry. Just to have like a bad player here. That really doesn't help you. So if I have to rate this team, I think I gotta give it a 7 out of 10. If you had a different right back here, I think it had the potential to be like 8.5 out of 10 or something. But I can't do that right now. So I gotta stick with that. Get him out. And then we go to the last team. First thing I see here is this beautiful red Varane. It looks so beautiful. And I've heard he's such a monster as well. But I love that they did this design this year. It just looks so amazing. Like, what if you had, a normal red pick with no design, just like a team of the week? That would really ruin it for me. This looks so amazing. This is why you want to play FUT Champs. Even though my rewards were very bad. So, well, it's debatable. But wow, that looks amazing. You pair him up with Bobby Moore. Do you have anything else here as a center back? Okay, try down 2 chemistry is probably better than Bobby Moore on full. Because I think you have him on 2 chemistry if you play him with those. What else do you have? Besides that, not that much. But yeah, I would not play with Bobby Moore. He is not good. Even this one with pace is not good for me anymore. Then Saka, I would definitely play Saka over Smolarek. 100%. Saka is really, really good. And of course you have Klaus because of Payet. So I can't really say too much about Klaus, but I still will. 77 defending, 77 physical. We're at team of the season. Maybe you can upgrade him during team of the season of the French league. I think he has like the most assists as a defender in the league, so he might even get one. I don't know, but I do understand you have him there for Payet. But again, it kind of ruins it for me, man, how the team looks, because you are sacrificing kind of one spot to have another spot good. And I've heard good things, I've heard amazing things about Payet, but is it worth it sacrificing one spot in your team? I don't know. You could maybe go for Desailly with the season objectives. That would fix already a big issue for you. And then maybe you can get like a Thuram or something to fix your Payet. And then you can get a different right back. Maybe I would do that. Besides that, you guys cannot see it, but his team name is Cruyff to Glory. And he does have Cruyff. Let me see. He packed him. So I wonder if you changed your name after you packed him. You have 890 games with him and almost 700 goals. That's actually impressive to still do that well after so many games. And of course, we always talk about Jorginho, how he's sweaty. Of course, he's still very good, right? But it's not the 90 rated that everyone has. So I respect it. I respect you having him. And you also do pretty well with him. Again, Smolarek, get him out. I would put Saka in. Even though Saka wouldn't get chemistry right now. Even though you have Bobby Moore, so that would help out a little bit. But I would get Trippier in, Saka in. Could even try Odegaard, but I don't really like his 3-star weak foot. But that would, of course, fix your team in that way. Then Yaya Toure, very nice that you have him. I kind of feel like this version is slowly getting outdated as well. Probably because of his 82 pace and also his 82 defending. I feel like he's slowly getting outdated. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments if you still struggle against him or not. Because I don't really struggle against him anymore. And if I play him in a draft or whatever, he feels really bad for me. I don't know. I don't really like him that much anymore. Xabi Alonso, good card, fun card. Well, we talked about some brother with the previous team. It's nice that you can play him on the left side as well, though, because of his vice weak foot. That makes it a decent card, I guess. Bobby Moore, get him out. Klaus, get him out. Van der Sar, very nice. And your main man, Varane. Your most expensive player. Or is Jorginho the most expensive player? I don't know. But it just makes it look beautiful. If I have to rate this team though, I think I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. Because I really feel like you gotta get rid of Smolarek. Especially if you have like Saka on the bench. Bobby Moore, Klaus, get them out. And the rest is good. And then the last team, guys. I'm not gonna rate this one, but you guys are. Because this is my team on Road to Zlatan. Well, the series just finished. The last episode was a few days ago. But we're gonna start a new series with this team called Zlatan to Glory. And this is the team we currently have. We were 2 months on the account. If you want to know how I got this team in just 2 months time with not much effort at all, actually, I made a series about it called Road to Zlatan. And at the end of the video, I will link you the playlist of it. And from this moment on, we're gonna use this team in FUT Champs. We're gonna try and upgrade the team throughout. Let me know, what would you rate this team? Honestly, please, no hard feelings if I rated your team a little bit lower. I didn't mean it personal, okay? But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to be part of this video, though, make sure you go to the description and click on Discord. Go to FIFA teams there, drop your team in there, and you might be in next week's video. But I promise you to link the playlist from Road to Zlatan. So here it is.